there's always a solution, no matter what the situation may be. And even though you may not think of a solution, there's someone else that may have had to have that solution, whether it's your mentor, whether you have a real estate investor coach, maybe you want to Google on YouTube, some answers. You have people available out there that's going to give you valuable information.
Hello, I'm Matt Theriault of Epic Real Estate Investing, and welcome to another episode of Thought Leader Thursday. So today I'm joined by a co-founder of Freedom Lifestyle Investments, an investor herself, author, real estate investing coach, Shopify coach, NLP life coach, also dabbling in the world of crypto and Forex. So please help me welcome to the show, Miss AshleeNycole. Ashley, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you here as well. And it sounds like you're doing a lot. We were talking a little bit before we started recording. You're traveling the world, and you've got all of these titles that are very respectful. I want to know about all of them. But what were you doing just prior to taking on your entrepreneurial ventures?
Oh, wow. Well, what I can say is I've always been an entrepreneur since the age of 18. I just had little hourly jobs here and there, working from Domino's. Then I ended up, I'm a licensed hairstylist. I was working in almost every hair salon you can think of. And then after that, I decided to get a job with Amazon, working from home. And so that was pretty awesome. But then I ended up getting a property management job at a big property management company in Atlanta that my husband actually was working for as a real estate agent. And that was the job that really got me involved into real estate, a little hands-on. And then I decided to become an entrepreneur full-time after I was begging for a $1 raise and I didn't get it. And so I was like, you know what? If I'm begging for $1, like, this is ridiculous. Like, you know what? I'm just going to go full throttle. And I made a decision to just go full throttle, being an entrepreneur, and no looking back, and haven't looked back since.
Sweet. Of investor, author, real estate investing coach, Shopify coach, NLP coach, which title are you most proud of and why?
I would say I'm most proud of being a freedom lifestyle investor. And I'm really proud of that because the word freedom lifestyle goes way beyond just being free, financial freedom. It goes way beyond that. It creates legacy, create everlasting wealth, and freedom can go mentally freedom. It can be physical freedom. It can just not limiting yourself. And so for me, that is really powerful for me because I remember being captive, not thinking about, I thought about entrepreneurship. I didn't know how far I was going to go. I didn't know how deep it went as far as really the self-awareness and the mindset that you have to go through. And so for me, the word freedom just really screams at me. And that's also my mission with my family. We really go forward in having a freedom lifestyle. So for me, that title is more important than any of the other titles. They're great and all, they're nice credentials, but a freedom lifestyle investor really just speaks to who I am as a person and also as a business owner as well. So that's my very proudest title that I have.
That's great. So what's your investment of choice that you believe is going to fulfill and provide that freedom for you?
What I could say, real estate was the thing that actually created freedom lifestyle for me and my family. And so that was a major one. As far as the other things that you listed, life coaching, NLP, and also Forex, cryptocurrency, those things are great investments to invest in. But as far as creating financial freedom, I would just believe that real estate is definitely the key to that.
Got it. Totally agree. So what's your primary focus today? We talked a little bit before we started recording, as I mentioned, and you're traveling. Right now, you're in where?
I'm in Bali, Indonesia, actually, right now. I've been here for almost 30 days. I'm actually leaving on Sunday to go to the Philippines. I came here from Thailand. I was in Thailand for 6 months. And we had so much fun there. It was really great to meet different people, met a lot of builders. We're actually interested in doing an investment with the condo minimum there. And we wanted to build. We thought we had all these great ideas. And then we realized the laws aren't in our favor. So it kicked us back just a little bit. But in the meanwhile, we ended up meeting a lot of connections and actually found builders that we think would be great for our project that we're thinking about building in Atlanta. And just a lot of different things that they have, in Thailand that really just gave us an open perspective with building and creating legacy, because in Thailand, they build to carry on. And so you don't want to build something and then it's gone in a few years. Like, you want to continue to have that as long as you can. And so we've been traveling, of course, all over Asia. We're leaving to go to the Philippines. So we're so excited about just a different agriculture, different type of field as far as energy. And also, people have different work ethic. And so we're looking for a great work ethic, especially because we have a bigger company and we want to go even bigger. And so just really getting key components to be able to build successfully in the United States. So we had to travel outside to see what they're doing that's, causing great trends and move forward.
Got it. So I get the emotional drive and the how it making you feel going outside the country and like that. But is there something a little bit more strategic or tactical about you looking outside of where you live, where it was originally from, being in Atlanta? Here, stateside is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course. The real technical or the really step-by-step of what I was looking for when I came out here was a different way to do things. Of course, when you are in the United States, you hire a construction company, you may go ahead and start building. It's different ways that you can build. Of course, you can get a fix and flip, you can build from scratch, or you have to purchase the land. And sometimes with the United States, we overspend. We overspend in a lot of different areas versus a minimalist country. They can't really spend as much money, but they still get the job done. So I was interested to figure out how to get the job done with less money and still have the luxury feel. And sometimes with building luxury, of course, that's even more money. And then not only is it more money, it's more planning and it's very thorough. And so, you have to go through a lot of the city laws and, negotiate with the city, especially when trying to build something that's out of the box. And so because Thailand has built something that's out of the box, I want to kind of try to take what they did and replicate it into the United States. However, I had to go to the actual Thailand to see how they did it, meet their builders, figure out, as far as the numbers, how much are they spending on, products. And so I just really want to see how they did it in a minimalist budget and also building minimalist condos. I mean, it's crazy how Thailand has just conquered with just building studio condos. And so I just wanted to know how they did that and, their little tactics. And so that was the technical part that I wanted to learn.
Sweet. So what have you found to be through the various countries and everything that you've experienced? I mean, shoot, you sounds like you've already experienced a great deal. What have you found most surprising from the countries that you visited?
The most surprising, I would say, is the country's receptiveness to me. Of course, when you're going to a different country for the first time, it's my first time coming out the country. And so, you never know how they treat Americans. And that's just a specific thing because, sometimes they have this outlook on Americans that we're super rich and, you have this great life and, they have a different mentality towards you, which is a lot different than what I get in the United States. When you're in the United States, everybody's from the United States. So you really don't get that extra attention or explanations or respect. And I feel like as soon as I touched down in Asia, it was an instant respect level. And then the energy, because they are a meditation country, especially here in Asia, they meditate a lot. They focus really on their inner peace and their self-awareness. I think that's a little bit of a difference. Besides that, it's definitely the agriculture, the architecture of a lot of the buildings. A lot of things are handmade, like I said. And so that's a lot different. A lot of things, we have cement over there. We have, poles and stuff. We have machines for every little thing. And they don't really have that. They have maybe, I saw with my own eyes, they had 3 machines and it was only for a few days and it was to carry the most heaviest things ever. Other than that, there was a team of people in trucks, maybe 20 Thai people carrying and putting in the foundations with their hand. They're putting every little piece in by hand, securing it by hand. And so for me, it's a little bit different because we have a lot of machines and, it's a lot of different ways we can do it, which is quicker and, it is stable. But as far as having that hand work, it just makes it a lot different in the agriculture. So I just think it was a lot of differences, but those are the two major ones for me.
Got it. Yeah. Of the countries that you've visited thus far, and you've researched the investments of real estate there, which one are you most optimistic about so far?
Well, I say Thailand because I really enjoy Thailand. Even though I'm in Bali, I love Thailand. It just really spoke to me. But being in Thailand, they have on the outside, especially in a lot of the Asian city or countries that are on the bottom of Southeast Asia, they have little islands on the outside. And so to me, it was optimistic for me to invest into an island because an island, you're able to build on top of it. So they have a lot of islands where it's a tourist area. So you're able to go from the mainland to the islands. And so they build upon it. They have a lot of hotels, maybe condos. And then you have people travel there on the boat. It takes about 20 minutes to get there. It costs us 30 baht, which is 75 cents in USD to travel to an island. And so when I went there to go look, it had gorgeous water, great, but then also it had a lot of building. Didn't have too much to where you're overlooking the island part, So I was very
Mm-hmm.
optimistic about purchasing an island and building from there and seeing what we can do with that. And so that was really optimistic because, of course, with the island and just land, you got to think about the actual land itself, with the water being around all sides. And then also working with that country or wherever you're trying to build or where the island is located, working with that as far as business and taxes and making sure that it's, flowing consistently. And also with the groundwork, is it even possible to build on? That's always a question. How are you going to build on it? How are you going to bring income in on that island?
Right.
And so just creating that, it's a little bit optimistic and a lot more work. But I'm very optimistic about it. And I think I may move forward. So we'll see.
Awesome. So what's next? Where are you heading off to next before you come back home?
Well, I'm going to the Philippines next. I leave on Sunday to go to the Philippines for 30 days. I'm interested to go there. I never visited there before. And they have a lot of different building, of course, in that area, especially in Manila. And that's where we're flying into, which is one of the main cities there. And they're building the cities up really quickly. Like they have a lot of malls, a lot of tourist areas. People are starting to visit the area a lot more. So trying to change it up to be more available and different options for tourists to visit. And so I'm not really interested in real estate investing there. However, I'm open to it. And I'm only saying that because I've never been there before, number one. And number two, they have a lot of different building already going on. And I don't feel like it would be lucrative for me to do that. And also their laws are a little bit different as well. I'm excited about it.
So it's off to the Philippines and then you're coming back to the United States?
Not yet. We got some more places lined up. After the Philippines, we may go to Cambodia. Then after Cambodia, we may visit Thailand just one more time because we want to try to do some business there. Then after that, we're probably going to go somewhere in South America, maybe Peru or Panama. And then after that, we're really not sure yet where we're going to go from there, but that's kind of like our plan for the next few months.
Got it.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So still a lot more to see, a lot more to learn, right?
Of course.
Up to this point, let's try and get really practical so that we can give the people listening something that maybe they can implement.
Sure.
Are there 2 or 3 things that you can think of that you've learned over there that you'll definitely deploy when you return home to resume your investing?
Yes. First, I learned that less is more. Of course, with real estate investing, you try to throw yourself, especially when you're new. Like I came into real estate investing by doing wholesale real estate. And then when I went through wholesale, I ended up finding other avenues to do real estate as well, like lease options or fix and flips. And then I went outside of that and said, oh, well, now I have a little bit of money. How can I invest this in real estate? And so coming out here, I learned that less is more. I feel like I was giving myself a lot, to projects, to people, a lot of my energy away and not receiving that energy back. And so for me, less is really just more. And I learned that out here. You can have less resources and still be able to do more. You don't need more resources to do more. Work with what you have. And, it's always a solution to every problem. I learned that as well. It may not be what you want, it may not look like how you want it, but it still won't get the job done. As long as you get there, it doesn't matter. So for me, having a freedom lifestyle, it can mean all different types of ways. As long as you get to the freedom lifestyle, you're good. So if you want to take real estate there, if you want to have a Shopify store and get there, if you want to do Forex and get in there, as long as you get to the freedom lifestyle, that's so much more important because when you have the freedom lifestyle, you have unlimited wealth. That means you can do whatever your heart desires. That's why I'm able to do what I'm doing now. I've been away for 7 months. I plan on probably not going back for a few years, just traveling. But I'm able to do that with creating a freedom lifestyle and investing my money as well. And that's the third thing I've learned, to invest your money consistently. With me being an investor, of course you would think, oh, I can invest consistently. But, I was just starting. Now it's been 3 to 4 years I've been investing consistently. And at the beginning, I really didn't know, like, okay, should I invest once a year? What projects should I invest in? Should I invest in startups? Should I not invest in startups? But as an investor, you have to kind of learn where you are. Do you want to invest in startups? Me personally, I don't invest in startups. I want to see a little skin in the game. I want to see that you actually went a little bit further and actually try to do something. Now, as far as the numbers are concerned, we can work with that. But I want to make sure that you have that work ethic and that grind. And so I learned that you have to go a little bit further and be consistent in your investing style, whatever that may be. And also, do things that break borders. For me, especially being a woman in real estate, I'm always creative. I have different ideas that may seem a little out the box. But, I still go into the meeting headstrong, as long as you know for sure what you're presenting, how you're presenting it, and also the results that you're going to get, you're pretty much good to go. So just make sure that you're creating new trends, because the real estate industry is changing consistently. Every industry, every business is actually changing consistently, especially with marketing and different avenues. It's always changing. So just make sure that you keep getting that knowledge, educating yourself. I feel like I've learned that so much. You know, I think I got stuck in the United States, the way that they do things and the way that they have taught us to think, to where I really wasn't being active enough. I feel like I wasn't being active enough. Even though I felt like I was doing everything I could, I came over here and these people are hustlers. They work every day, all day, from morning to night. They don't sleep. They keep going, and they will sell you 1,000,000 times over on the same thing. I've learned more negotiation tactics with being over here. So there's a lot of different things that I've learned, you know, that I can pass on. But my major thing would be always negotiating, no matter what you're negotiating on. It can just be negotiating on a book. You know, if somebody has a book that you want and you really need it, negotiate and get that book, you know, barter, do something. Like, it should never, nothing should ever stop you. There's always a solution to every single thing.
That's right. Sweet. Ashley, it's been an absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed listening to you. You got a great energy. I'm so glad that we crossed paths where we did. Thank you for showing up. If someone wanted to get in touch with you, what would be the best way for them to do that?
Sure. You can follow me on my Instagram at AshleeNycole, which is AshleeNycole, or my website, www.AshleeNycole.com, which is spelled the same way as my Instagram. Or if you're looking to invest, or if you're an investor yourself, and if you just simply investing in yourself, you can follow us on our freedomlifestyleinvestors.com site. You can actually create a profile there, and we actually give you free tools. We give you a 7-day jumpstart program for real estate. It's a detailed 7-day class, and you're able to learn real estate investing if you don't know. Also, if you're angel investing, looking for angel investing, all types of investing tools, we offer that as well, as far as the tools that we've used to be successful. And we offer it on our site for free. You can just come there at freedomlifestyleinvestors.com. So you always can see me on those 3 platforms.
Sweet. Well, good luck and with your travels, and I'll talk to you soon. Alrighty.
All right. Perfect. Have a great one.
Thanks. Yeah, you too. Thanks for tuning in to Epic Real Estate Investing. God bless to your success. I'll see you next week on another episode of Thought Leader Thursday. Take care.